Hey everybody, welcome to 2-Bit Talks. I'm here with my bro Sean, and we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart. Star Wars. Specifically the Star Wars movie franchise. Even more specifically, the main storyline to the Star Wars movie franchise. Namely Episode 9. We all know that Carrie Fisher recently passed away. Not before she finished filming all her scenes for Episode 8, also known as The Last Jedi. But her character apparently does not die in this film because her family granted LucasArts, Disney Entertainment, the rights to use her likeness as a CG effect in Episode 9, yet to be named. And we just had a few thoughts on this. As you know, Grand Moff Tarkin, Peter Cushing's character in Rogue One was completely CGI. The actor died many years ago, and his estate gave Disney the rights to reproduce his image digitally for the movie Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, this got some pretty mixed reviews from the public. A lot of people didn't mind as long as the family was okay with it, and a lot of people were appalled. I sort of sat in the middle on that because I'm not a huge, Peter Cushing fan, but now they're doing it to Princess Leia, and I gotta say that I'm a little bit more concerned about this because we all know what happened when they CG'd her at the end of Rogue One. So, Sean, simple question. Should Disney be CGIing dead actors into their characters for movies? Especially one as big as Carrie Fisher.
And for me personally, it's not, if the family gives their blessing and all that, that's fine. And also the fact that it's so soon. With Cushing, for me, it was like, okay, that guy's been dead for like decades and all that, so it's nice to bring him back. So there's that aspect. I mean, I get the family gave their blessing and all that for them to use the image, but for me, I saw Grand Moff Tarkin and I saw Princess Leia at the end of Rogue One. I don't think the technology's there yet. Pure and simple, it just looks off-putting. There's the Uncanny Valley where, honestly, because we're naturally evolved to, to read human faces, and your brain is like, I'm not going to claim to know all the freaking, psychology and all that of the human brain, but I do remember reading an article about the Uncanny Valley and how the human brain actually can tell, and that's why sometimes you'll be taken aback. You'll be weirded. A lot of people get weirded out by these CGI faces because it's your brain going, "This isn't a human face. What the hell is this?" Yeah. And it's your instincts, right?
We evolved with an innate need to know human facial expressions because if you're talking to someone who's about to murder you, it would probably be in your best interest to be able to judge their facial expressions, as minute as they might be, correctly. So when you're looking at a CG effect and it's somebody's face, no matter how well it's textured, no matter how good the lighting is, no matter how well it's rendered, it's still not quite real, and it makes you feel uncomfortable because you can't get quite a read on it. And the Uncanny Valley was definitely not ascended in Rogue One. I didn't get Grand Moff Tarkin's, that first scene where he spun around and looked at the camera and started talking. It was just like, it was sort of totally took me out of it because it went from being in this world with these actors and then totally taken out of the movie in an instant by this effect that just didn't play to me personally. Some people didn't seem to mind it, but I personally found it off-putting. But I mean, it didn't destroy the movie. I mean, for me, the movie was still good. And with Princess Leia, CGing her as an on-set actor, I don't know how well that's going to play out. Maybe they'll have a couple years to work on the effect a little bit more, but right now we're at the point where these CG effects are, they put a lot of time and effort into them. They're pretty damn good, and they still can't gap that valley.
And they didn't do themselves any favors with Grand Moff Tarkin being with actual real life. With Grand Moff Tarkin in those scenes, he's sitting next to real life people, so you can tell.
Right.
and all that, and you can it's like, oh crap. At least with the Leia scene, it was at the end, and it was only for a few seconds. It was still off-putting to me, but at least she wasn't with anyone else, so it's not like you could compare. But like you're saying, in episode 9, it's going to be like, are these going to be full scenes where she's sitting there talking, and it's this weird, like android, not human, robot face, and it's just
you're gonna have scenes scenes in a Jedi temple with Mark Hamill. When you have a basis of comparison, then you can really tell the difference. When Tarkin was acting in a scene with a flesh and blood actor, I felt like if you would have made the other flesh and blood actor CG, it would have taken away that basis of comparison, and it would have softened the blow a little bit to me. But I think there are ways around it. I think in episode 9, if the story arc allows for it, for Princess Leia, just have her show up as a hologram. CG her, but put a filter over top of her and put some static in there so you can't really tell, and just have her show up as a hologram. Have her show up as a Force ghost. Yeah. If she dies,
with the Emperor in Empire Strikes Back. Did you ever? I remember seeing his hologram, and I'm glad they did it in hologram form. But I think it was when I watched it on Blu-ray. It's like, that makeup wasn't too good in Empire Strikes Back, was it? You remember that? It looked like he had, to me anyway, it looked like he was wearing goggles or something. I can't remember. It was, as a kid watching it, I never noticed it, but then as an adult when I watched it, I'm like, I guess they worked on the makeup, because in Return of the Jedi, the makeup was great, but is it just me, or was he kind of weird looking?
Did he show up in A New Hope as just a hologram, or
No, that was only Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, the original, of course, Lucas went back and he edited it and touched it up. The special edition took it out, but the original Emperor had a scene in Empire Strikes Back, and he was green and had bug eyes, and it was really terrible. Yeah. But then Lucas went back and fixed it, and they put the actor in his full makeup over top of that, and they replaced that scene. But
okay, so you remember it too?
Yeah, I've seen weird. There's footage out there. It looked terrible.
And it was, and I was legitimately scared though, because wow, this guy's evil and ugly, and Darth Vader's scared of him. Yeah. But no, I mean, I would like just for them to send her off. Use this in a way where she's driving the ship towards the First Order's base to blow it up, and there's just a CGI of her going, "May the Force be with you," and then she sacrifices herself. I think we need to give the Princess Leia character a send-off. I mean, they gave Han Solo a send-off. Why not Princess Leia?
Maybe
not even it's General Leia. It's not even Princess. General Leia.
Well, she might as well be president now, because the rest of the Republic got blown to fucking smithereens.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they'll just CG her in one scene in episode 9, and it's like a hologram. She's like, everything's fine here on the New Republic, the New Republic planet, and then it's just like, greetings from New Naboo or whatever.
New Naboo.
So
hopefully,
anyway,
I mean, we'll see. Maybe the technology. I doubt the technology is going to advance that far in the next. What is it? This movie's coming out, so we're 2 years removed.
Yeah, 2 years out. But I mean, they've probably already started filming parts of episode 9, and it's just the way they choose to handle it. If they handle it respectfully and they make it. They don't shoehorn it in there, and they don't Paul Walker it. It's like, hey, you just have this weird moment where she looks over and she's flying like a X-wing. She's like, "What up, fam?" And then she flies away. Like, she went off to retire, and I give her a good send off. Let her sacrifice herself, or let the character die, or give it something permanent, something that is meaningful to the story.
Because I would hate for them to do that, keep her alive, and then go, "Oh, we did it, so we can bring her back anytime we want to use her." I don't want them to go down that route. Yeah. It's just the character outside video games, novels, comic books, and all that. As far as film goes, that character needs to go. It belongs to Carrie Fisher. You know what I mean. I would not ever, unless. I guess if you're going to do a film where it's a prequel and it's a young Princess Leia, you could cast someone. But as far as, you know what I mean, the main character, it's just like it laid that character to rest with the actor who played it.
Yeah,
played her. I mean, anyway, let us know what you guys think. Do you like the Uncanny Valley Leia? Do you not? Let us know in the comment section below.
Do you think your robotic sex dolls need to have more realistic facial features? Let us know, or send your questions or comments to @2bitjesus on Twitter.
And please, if you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone, and stay safe and play on.